Hi everyone, good morning. As part of the today's session, we are gonna write down a small program that will launch UICatlog app on an iOS simulator. Okay, on a Mac machine, if you have a Mac machine, if at all you wanna launch a UICatlog app on a simulator, how exactly you wanna deal with it is the topic for our today's session. So what I'm doing right now means, as per the documentation, write a test in Java. I want to write down a test. Follow the user examples. So as per this documentation, they are saying that, buddy, you need to create a project. You need to configure it with the Appium Java. And once everything is configured, then use these examples. So we have already created Maven projects earlier. For this 2.x, I created a new Maven project, and in the pom.xml file, let me navigate to MVN repository and Appium Java client, search for it. And on this Appium Java client, the latest version is 8.5.1 itself. Directly copy this 8.5.1, then update that Appium Java client dependency here. This project contains only Appium Java client libraries itself. Other than that, I haven't added anything. Appium Java client and a JUnit, that's it. And then now let us create a new program. Within this package, creating a Java class and app launch iOS with a main method I have created. I have created a Java class for this. Now go to the documentation, check out the references what they have given for us. See, if at all you want to use an UI automator for an Android, use this. If at all you want to use an iOS, use this XCUI test options. So you need to create an object to these XCUI test options, and you need to pass all the options. So here, let us come down, create an instance for that. XCUI test options, space options is equal to new XCUI test options. And now I wanna import it first. So here, change it to XCUI test options. I have changed it. And now dot, see here, set a platform name. What is your platform name? I know my platform name is an iOS. And then what else we need to set? We need to set the capability. So here there is a key and a value pair. You can pass on a key and as well as a value as part of a capabilities. Or okay, you can set this particular thing. Or if you look at the documentation, set UDID set app. So here I'm passing set, okay, set UDID. I'm setting up the UDID of that particular device. Okay, 1 second. Set UDID of that particular device. So I'm setting the UDID of that particular device dot set app. I'm setting this particular app. Only the two parameters I'm passing for this iOS. What is the UDID of that particular device and what is the application app file for this particular simulator. So what I'm doing right now means whatever the code base that you have prepared earlier. Okay, so maybe the launch code. So it has a UDID. Copy the UDID and directly paste it here in the UDID. And the same way, copy the app capability value and put it here as part of the app. That's it. So done. We just passed on these options. Now let's go back to the browser. After passing the options, you need to create an instance to this iOS driver, for which you need to pass on the Appium server URL followed by the options that you have passed. Copy this line of a code and update it here. So which is iOS driver space driver is equal to import the iOS driver and new URL. I'm importing the JavaNet URL. So whenever you use a JavaNet URL, you need to add a throws an exception. That's it. Perfectly all right. Done the deal. So the point is, I'm creating an instance to this iOS driver where I am passing the Appium server URL followed by this particular options. And after that, if you want to use the app, play around it or quit it. So what I'm doing right now means, as I have initiated this one, so let's wait for thread dot sleep for 6500 milliseconds, and then I'm using a quit command to terminate this particular instance. That's it, guys. I haven't done anything. And now let us start the Appium from the command prompt. I launched my terminal and I hit that particular Appium so that the Appium is up and running. As you have already installed that XUI driver and as well as a UI automated 2 driver, see here, these two plugins were already installed. These are available for you. And if at all you are using a XUI, there is a map between these two. See here, you are writing down the XUI options and you already have an XUI driver installed. So you are good to go further. Okay. Perfectly all right. Now, let me try to run my test script. So guys, if you see right now, I don't have this particular one, which is the simulator launched. Okay, let me run this program and see whatever the UDID mapping simulator is there, the program should launch that simulator and it should open that. So we haven't done anything here. Okay, we haven't done anything here. We are just creating an instance to this iOS driver by passing these options. Instead of passing the desired capabilities, those many desired capabilities, we are just passing these options. We are not passing the automation name. We are not passing the platform name. All those things we are not passing. Directly, we are using these XAI options and we are just giving that information. Okay, look at this particular console. So it's trying to interact with that particular chunk. Okay, so it will take a few seconds to interact with that particular device. Automatically, the device will be launched, and in which, see here, the capabilities that it went are automation name, XUI test it went, and then the further things it went, and it performed that particular operation. Okay, good. So, but I didn't see this run. Let me comment it out, this command, and let me rerun the program once. It should launch this driver, nothing more than that. It should launch this driver and it should show up. Let's see. It should launch the simulator. That's what it was supposed to do with this particular program. This is not the program that I want to execute. I want to execute this program, right? Let's see what's going on here. Why it's happening? Just 1 second. Let me rerun this code. What's going on here? Something wrong. Something went wrong here. Let's see. It should launch this. So UICatlog, the WebDriver agent, there is an issue with that WebDriver agent. Okay, it had an issue with this particular WebDriver agent. So if you scroll up the console here, if you scroll up this console, 1 second, let's scroll up. So test execution failed. Okay, so the test execution got a failed. Okay, the result is here. Coverage XUI result. The issue is here itself. Let's scroll up once and see what is the issue. I've seen an error here. WebDriver agent killing running the process, the WebDriver agent. So there is an issue with this particular WebDriver agent. So where is that console once? Scroll up. The path here is, okay, the path here is user lucky node.js. In this particular module, it had an issue. So let's go into that and let us see what is the WebDriver agent issue. Okay, /users/lucky. Go to this particular folder and in this particular lucky folder, Let's use a command shift dot that it will show all the hidden files. And it has an Appium and it has a node modules. See here, Appium and as well as a node modules. Where is this? Let us see this path. There is a path here. Appium node modules, XCUI test driver, and then it has a node modules, and then it has a Appium WebDriver agent. This is the agent, and this is the Xcode project. Let me launch this particular Xcode project once. I'm just launching my WebDriver agent for an instance on an Xcode to see what exactly the configuration issues that we have on it. Okay, so let's minimize this one. And here I'm targeting for iPhone 11 Pro Max. Consider that I'm targeting for this iPhone 11 Pro Max. And here, the first thing that I'm targeting is integration app. Let me launch this integration app. Once this integration app is completed, then once this integration app is completed, WebDriver agent lib, kill this integration app, kill this integration app session. Okay. And then WebDriver agent lib, launch it once and see how this is going to happen. Okay, even this build and as well as a WebDriver agent runner, all the three builds should run successfully. We have already learned this one, right? We have already learned what exactly we need to configure earlier itself. Now, once this is done, okay, let it execute the agent lib and then the agent runner we need to run. All the three things we need to do. Let it go. So this is done. And finally, I'm going up this agent runner and build it. The WebDriver agent runner. Everything is done. Now, let's go back to your Eclipse editor and let me rerun the program once. Okay, rerun this program once. Let us see how this is going to work right now. Look at the terminal for this execution instance. And now, so what happened? It got crashed and nothing got happen. Okay. So what I'm doing right now means, where is this simulator? Yeah, it launched the simulator. Yeah. See, iPhone 12 Pro Max simulator is launched. I closed this simulator. See here, kill this one. Okay, I don't have my simulators. Now, let me run my program and see. Run as a Java application this time. I don't have any simulators in place, but the program is launching. Okay, the program is executing. It will be launching a simulator in which the app instance is maintaining. It's launching the simulator and the app is instance is being maintained in that simulator. That's what happened. Let's wait for a minute and then we'll see. Okay, still the execution is happening. Look at the server logs also. Okay, look at the server logs also. It's trying to establish a connection with that particular device. Perfect. So we already have 11 Pro Max. The script ran, guys. The script executed successfully. So the script, see here, in this instance, it performed the operation on this device. Now, if you want, okay, if you want, what exactly we can do after a few seconds, terminate this instance too. Okay, let us see. The app is just open. Now, let me rerun the program. It should launch the app and it should wait for a few minutes and then it should terminate the app too. Both the actions should done. Okay, launch the app, wait for a few seconds and then terminate the app. That's what the activity that I have created a program. Let me run the program and let us see how this is going to work. It launched the app and then it will wait for a few seconds and then it will kill that particular app. That's it. So this is the way how exactly we can create a program to launch this instance. Good enough. Done the deal. Let us continue with the Android example as part of the next session. Thank you.